We drink wine in restaurants, not really because we want to, but because restaurants make it really difficult for us not to.
Matt the Wine Guy, he calls himself a marketing genius. Let's see if he knows anything about restaurants.
They have wine glasses on the table already when we go in. They don't call it a drinks list, do they? They call it the wine list.
It's like a strange point because you highlight the most expensive thing that you sell. For instance, I don't go to a Caesar salad house or a mashed potato house, I go to a steakhouse. The wine list is the most expensive beverage, so we highlight the wines.
The choice architecture of the wine list is like 4 pages of stupid varieties of wine, and then there's this sad back page for the perverts and weirdos who want to drink beer or spirits.
Most restaurants have a cocktail menu or beer menu in addition to a wine list.
Now, the reason they do that is because you can make much more markup on wine than you can on anything else, because nobody knows what it cost originally. You can't charge 30 quid for a glass of Johnny Walker Red, because people knows what it costs in the shops. But you can go and buy a bottle of Chateau de Bollocks, 2015, for €6 and charge 30 for it.
This guy has no idea what he's talking about. Wine is the least marked up item on any beverage program in a restaurant. So water, tea, coffee, beer, spirits, cocktails, those all have a higher margin of markup. So that Johnny Walker he's talking about is a higher margin than 90% of wines on a typical wine list in a restaurant. So that's bull.
And even cleverer still, they only bring out one wine list. So the guy at the end of the table has one wine list. There's only one alcoholic drink you can all share. The only thing that guy with the single wine list can do, once you give it to him, is turn to the rest of the table and go, red or white.
Again, this guy has no idea what he's talking about. Wine lists are super expensive, wine paper is expensive. So typically restaurants want the minimal amount possible. If you want to have 2 or 3 wine lists, perfect, we'll give them to you. But also, how do you have 2 wine lists and people ordering 2 different wines for the table? It gets really confusing. So typically we find a host, you give it to that person, and if that host wants to give it to somebody else to order, they give it to them. Pretty easy.
The restaurant, without you even knowing it, has forced you to drink wine using entirely psychological techniques.
So the marketing genius, does he know about wine and restaurants? No. He's very entertaining to listen to, but he's obviously never worked in a restaurant or ran a beverage program. So not a big deal, but take his words with a grain of salt. Matt the Wine Guy.